Hey everyone, Tommy here, coming at you from the balcony in Halifax, as usual. Hope everyone's had a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah or what have you, and everyone's having a nice time relaxing, doing the family obligation thing if that's what you do, or just chilling out if that's what you don't do. But yeah, hope everyone's alright. I was going to do like a video on Christmas Day, just like a sort of Christmas message thing, but the weather here was like insane, like 40-mile-per-hour winds and rain, and so I was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not going out on my balcony. So I didn't do it. So anyway, here we are, the day after Boxing Day, and it's another bank holiday here in the UK, and as such, everything's pretty much shut. So thought now's a good time as ever to do my top fives of the year. I normally wait till January to do this, but I had nothing pressing to be getting on with, so here we go. First of all, I'll get the housekeeping out of the way. I'm smoking Jermaine's plum cake. A bit different for me this, because it's kind of an aromatic. It's Virginia Cavendish. I think there might be a bit of burley in there as well. Oh, I could be wrong. Well, it doesn't say anything about burley, but it's really nice, honeyish, quite sweet. Don't really get plum if I'm honest, but more like a raisiny kind of taste. But it's very, very nice, and I thought I'd smoke it as like a Christmas blend this year, because I don't really go in for the seasonal, you know, like the Peterson ones or the Sam Garwith ones or anything like that, because they usually come in a 100-gram tin, and usually by the time I'm 30 grams in, I'm a bit bored of it. Oh, so this'll do. Smoking it in a Chacon Robusto, which is a really nice pipe. It's quite a new pipe actually, but yeah, it's really nice. It's a much larger bowl than I normally go for, but it's very good for smoking mild blends such as plum cake. It's good for like mild ready rubs. And I'm drinking rather a bottle of Brewdog Dead Pony Club, just because I'm bored on a bank holiday. I've got nothing better to do than to smoke and drink. So anyway, let's crack on. Number 5 in my list, Jermaine's Medium Flake, which I did do a video on. I really enjoyed it. It's one of those blends that it's dangerous in the sense that I could probably smoke a 50-gram tin of that in a week. I could smoke that ridiculously quickly. It's very, very nice, very easy going, very consistent. Really good blend. Number 4, an unusual one for me this, Garwith and Hogarth's Rich Dark Honeydew. Now, I haven't done a video about this, but I probably will do as we're going into the new year. It's a Lakeland. I don't normally like Lakelands, but it is the best one I've tried. It's quite sweet, honeyish, but it's also just a good quality Virginia tobacco. It smokes really easily, really smoothly. Again, it's something, I think it's about a medium strength. It's not too mild, but it's not strong. The scenting isn't overpowering. It's just an all-round really good tobacco. And I think it's probably going to be changing name soon, because there's all kinds of insane laws hitting Europe and the UK where anything that alludes to flavour must be taken out of the name of a blend. So I'll mention that when I do a proper review of it. Hopefully by then I'll know what the name is. Number 3, and this will come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, Solani 633 Virginia Flake with Perique, which is probably one of my favourite vapors I've ever had. I did my review, I gave it 5 out of 5. I stick with that rating. It is just all round a really terrific smoke. I think a good sign of how good a smoke it is I know people who aren't really into vapors who've tried it and really enjoyed it, so I think that says it all really for that one. Number 2 is by HU Tobaccos in Germany, and it's Louisiana Broken. Now, I did mention that in the video, but I haven't done a review yet, but I will do a review. The sad thing is, by the end of this year I won't be able to order any from Germany, because I believe Hans at HU Tobaccos is closing down his site for international sales. So unfortunately I probably won't be able to source any more of it unless I can persuade a friend in Germany to obtain some for me. If not, it makes a really good excuse to go to Germany, doesn't it? So, which I really want to do anyway. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, really, is it? Well, Louisiana Broken. It's, as you may have guessed by the name, it's a Virginia Perique. It's a broken flake, and it's got your usual sort of sweetness from the Virginias. It's got your usual kind of tanginess, citrusiness from the Perique, but it's also, and I don't know how he's managed to do this, it's also got a really creamy flavour. That's the best way I can describe it, a really creamy flavour, which is just fucking Moorish, to be honest with you. It's absolutely addictive, is that blend. And I highly recommend it. If you can get hold of it, I highly recommend it. If Virginia Perique's your thing, man, you won't be disappointed with that. There's a reason that's at number 2. But at number 1 is one that I don't think I've mentioned at all, but I have smoked quite a lot of this year, is Samuel Garwith's Cabby's Mixture, which is like a coin cut / ready rubbed. It's a bit strange, really, but it's a Virginia Perique again. And when I first tried it, which I bought a tin upon release, but I haven't opened it yet. But I bought another tin when I was in London last year. And when I first had a bowl of it, I was a bit, didn't really get it. I mean, I had another bowl a few days later, and it was a bit nicer. And then when it got to about a week, 2 weeks later, it was just something else entirely. After a bit of airing, that tobacco is just ridiculously sweet, but not like sickly sweet, not too sweet, but it was so fruity, but there's no topping whatsoever. It was so smokable, but it was so satisfying as well, because it's a fairly high strength tobacco. It's sort of medium strong. It's just so incredibly easy to smoke. I smoked the entire tin about a week and a half after giving it about a week of airing, and I just absolutely loved it, and I can't seem to get enough of it. I need to like calm down a bit on it, I think, but yeah, I really like it anyway. It's one of my favourite smokes, and that is why it's number one this year. I would probably say Cabby's is going to go into the all-time favourites, along with like the likes of Dunhill Flake, Dunhill Deluxe Navy, and Capstan Blue and Capstan Gold. Yeah, those will go into the of all time, which I'll do at some point in a few years or something. I don't know. A few honourable mentions I'd like to get out of the way. Capstan Gold, which I was actually smoking in last year's top blends. I was actually smoking that in video. Capstan Gold is an honourable mention. It's wonderfully sweet. It's very much like All It Golden Sliced. It didn't make the full list because I found I couldn't smoke it all the time. You know, it just wasn't that level for me. It's a lovely sweet smoke, but I just don't want to smoke it all the time, really. It's an occasional smoke for me. Another honourable mention, Sam Garwith's Brown Sugar Flake, which is again quite sweet. It's Virginia Cavendish flake. No topping that I'm aware of. I've mentioned it in a video earlier this year, and yeah, it's really nice, but didn't quite make the list for me. I've only smoked the one tin of it, I'll be honest with you. Again, like with Capstan Gold, it's just not something I could see myself smoking all too often. They're both on the verge of being a little bit too sweet for me, but they are very good blends, definitely worth a try. The last honourable mention is Motsek Strang, which I was sent some of by Ed, Grandpa Cavendish, and I thought that was absolutely beautiful. Just, I don't even know how I could describe it really. It's the first full sort of twist tobacco I've tried and really, really loved. It's a Virginia Perique, not unlike Cabby's mixture, but a little bit different. I think depending on how you sort of stack the coins or whether you rub them out depends on what kind of a smoke you get out of it. But yeah, and the reason that hasn't made the list is simply because I can't get hold of it anyway. I think it's been discontinued, which is really sad, but it's true to form with the tobacco that I discovered that I like. It's going to go onto the delisting route, innit, let's be honest. This happens to me every time. But if anyone can get hold of any, do let me know. I really do like that. I like that rope. It's really good. I've still got some left, so I'll probably do a proper review in the new year. And now on to the grim business. Because it wouldn't be one of my top 5 videos if I didn't do a shit list, would it? So this year's shit list, in no particular order, because we're all pretty much as shit as each other. First of all, Solani Green Label Blend 127, Apples, I mean, apple tobacco, no, that's just wrong. Really couldn't enjoy that at all, not for a second. It was just strange. Ennerdale flake, which is a controversial choice, I know, so many people love it. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand that. What the shitting Christ is it? I mean, it smells like my nan's perfume. It tastes like my nan's perfume. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's stinky. And that stink translates into the taste. And it's just horrendous. It's horrible, horrible stuff. I wouldn't touch that with a corncob pipe, and that's saying something. Next on the shit list, bosun flake, which, fucking hell, again, I mean, these are both Gareth and Hogarth blends, Ennerdale and bosun flake, and they must be popular because we sell, like, you know, like hotcakes, but I don't know who enjoys them. They're absolutely horrendous, absolutely horrible. Bosun flake is like smoking talcum powder. It's just rank. It's horrible. I really didn't like it. Yeah, I just no. I don't know how else to put it to you, to be honest with you. If you like Lakelands, you'll really like them. If you like the taste of old lady perfume, you'd like them, but ugh, they're horrible. Listerine required. And the last one on the shit list is Dan Tobacco Patriot Flake. Exactly, yeah. A Virginia flake. Who'd have thought it? But there we go. Patriot flake. Again, it's quite nasty. It's quite flavourless. It burns quite hot, which is unusual for a flake. It's kind of bitey, and the longer the tin's open, it doesn't settle down at all. It just gets worse for me. It's incredibly one-dimensional. It's just not my kind of thing. I think it's a cigarette smoker's idea of what pipe tobacco should be, in my opinion. But hey ho, there we are. We're done. And shit, man, nearly 20 minutes. Right, I'm going to get off now. Hope everyone has a fantastic new year. Enjoy the celebrations, but as always, don't enjoy them too much. Don't want to wake up with a hangover or a police charge. So take it easy, everyone. I'll see you in the new year with more videos. And sweet smokes, everybody. See you soon. Bye bye.